Florida officials doubling down on their mission to find missing children with Operation Home for the Holidays, rescuing 122 kids in what is being called the largest child recovery operation in U.S. history. Joining me now with the details, Florida Attorney General James Othmeyer. AG, this is a beautiful story, the fact that these 122 souls have been rescued, but it is disgusting what people do to children. What can you tell us about this operation?
Sure. Well, here in Florida, protecting our kids, keeping them safe, that is mission number one. So today's announcement is great. It's been an honor to support our state law enforcement and really the leadership of the U.S. Marshals under Marshal William Berger. They've done a great job rescuing these kids. They range in ages from 17 all the way down to 2 years old, and many of them have been through the unthinkable. They've been exploited, they've been endangered, and in the worst of cases, they've been physically, sexually abused. Here in Florida, our prosecutors, if you hurt our kids, we will go after you to the absolute fullest. We will lock you up for as long as possible, and where eligible, we will seek the death penalty.
How did you hunt down these child predators?
It takes a coordinated effort working across dozens of agencies, from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to juvenile justice, children and families, our local police departments. We work together, many undercover, working across the state using technology to find these kids that were previously reported missing. The largest U.S. child rescue operation in history. We'll stay at it. We're going to get these kids the care and therapy and treatment they need to get them back on the road to recovery.
I know in previous operations, many of the perpetrators were here illegally. Was that the case in this latest operation?
Details are still coming out. I'm not aware of that at this point, but I will say every time we do child predator stings, it seems like around 20% or so are people that are in the country illegally. It shows how much crime and trafficking and drug abuse has really moved over the southern border. I'm glad the southern border is finally closed. But where you traffic kids in Florida, you will be held accountable to the fullest.
Where do these children go now? Are they reunited with families? Do they go into the system? What happens next?
That's the question, right? I mean, these kids, many of them are runaways. A lot of them have been exploited, some coming out of the foster care program. Now's the real question for state leaders. We've got to give them the love, the treatment, the care they need. We've got to find them loving homes that are going to support them and not continue to endanger them. So you better believe our state leaders are going to be working on that as we rescue these kids. That's not the end. That's truly just the beginning. They need our prayers. They need our love. They need to be set up for success.
How widespread is child trafficking, not just in Florida, but throughout our country?
I think it's a lot more prevalent than people realize. Where there's money, where there's drug cartels and networking, you're going to have trafficking. You've got a lot of runaways out there. You've got a lot of these missing, immigrant children that have been abused repeatedly for years. So it's prevalent. It's out there. In Florida, our number one priority is to keep our kids safe. We're going to combat it every day. And thanks be to God, we have federal and state partners that are side by side with us in this effort.
All my questions to you thus far were in your role as AG. Now I want you to put on your dad hat for a second. You're a dad, I'm a dad. Can you wrap your head around how any sick individual can harm and exploit a child?
Yeah, it's gut-wrenching. I mean, I knew we had good results today, so last night I was overjoyed, but still had trouble sleeping, thinking about, kids as young as 2 or 3 years old being victimized and abused. It's horrific that there are people out there that are willing to do that. Those people, they cannot be reconditioned, in my opinion. They are sick, they're evil, and they need the fullest force of prosecution coming at them. So as a dad, first and foremost, people in Florida can rest assured I'm going to fight every day to protect our kids with absolutely everything we've got.
Well, thank you for that on behalf of the voiceless, those children. Thank you for giving them a voice. Florida Attorney General James Othmeyer, keep it up. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.